Talk to me.
Talk to me. We were out here and we decided to start trolling some spinner rigs with leeches on them because seems to be the only thing they're biting right now. Oh my gosh, and I lost them.
All right, guys. Out here on Mille Lacs today in the wind, early June, doing some spinner rig fishing. We got this big wind. The bite's definitely gone to more of a live bait bite, and we're gonna give you the guys a breakdown on how you guys can come out here, set up, how you find these fish, what you're looking for, and basically how to come out here and do the same thing we're doing today, catch a whole bunch of these Mille Lacs walleyes, which I believe is what we have on here. Not a big one there, but another nice one on the spinner rig. So yeah, we're gonna break it down today, tell you guys everything you need to know about catching these fish, trolling some deep structure with spinner rigs.
All right, we're hooked up on another walleye here. We started out the day casting. Yeah, that's annoying, huh?
Put that up.
All right, so we started out the day casting and realized quick that was not gonna work today.
Got some fish, but definitely more of a live bait deal, it seemed like.
Absolutely, and right now we're really getting into them. Try not to snag that line there. I think I did. Nice fish.
You want to talk about anything?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, all right, let's get this one back and
Look for a better one?
yeah,
Keep working.
yep. All right, let's get this one back. We're gonna keep working for some nicer fish.
Are you still trying to type this post?
I don't. This is good.
Fish on.
All you, big dog.
Oh, thank you for the honor, Tom. Oh, you're welcome, sir. You are so awfully welcome. You know that, Mitch? What's that?
It's a nice. This might be a nice one. All right, guys, we are hooked up once again. Last video you saw was pulling some spinners in the Hayward area through the weeds. So we're gonna go through what we're looking for here on Mille Lacs as far as structure and what we're doing.
Good lighting and everything.
Dude, just talk.
What's going on? What did I say?
Oh my gosh, he's got a first time on camera.
All right, guys, so we're out here on Mille Lacs. You know, it's early June right now, and we're pulling spinners, and a lot of this kind of like 15 to 22, 24 foot gravel and rock right now. So it's much deeper than we were just fishing in the Hayward area. You know, in the Hayward area, we were doing a lot of this 8 to kind of like 13 feet on the weed edge. That bite, there's a bite out here, you could probably do that here too. But we're basically targeting these fish that are on some of the secondary structure, on some of these deeper rock flats or gravel flats and stuff like that. And, you know, these fish, it's a lot of like stacks, so, you know, 1 fish here, 2 fish over here. It's not like we're finding a lot of areas that are real just littered with fish, super thick. Hopefully we do by the end of the day. But you know, we're still catching a pile of fish out here pulling spinners. Now basically when we're pulling spinners like this, I'm trying to keep that bait basically a foot, 2, 3, 4 feet off the bottom. You know, a lot of it has to do with where you're seeing arcs. You know, if most of those arcs are right on the bottom, then maybe a foot or 2 up. You know, if most of those arcs are 2, 3 feet up, then you want to be setting, you know, 4, 5, 6 feet up. You know, so keep an eye on where you're going to see those fish. You know, most of the time fishing in this depth, we're going to see some fish on sonar, so we'll throw some pictures of basically what walleyes on this kind of stuff will look like, and that's basically what we're looking for. You know, we're just trolling around at, you know, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4 right in there and catching a whole bunch of walleyes. So we got going.
Once again, we are hooked up.
Pretty much one after another.
Yes, sir. This one feels like it could be nice, even though I keep saying that. Either that or it's just hooked weird. Hey, fish right there. Fish on.
Doubled up. I'm gonna make sure that one's hooked up. We're gonna land Mitch's. We do it too often.
Yeah, we do. So go ahead and grab that. I'll just net this one quick.
All right, there's part 1.
Now part 2.
2 at a time. That's that's how we like it. You know, we're not finding a ton of big fish yet, but that might just be a spot to spot type thing. Just kind of the first deep spot that we did this on today. Not a big one, but another nice walleye there. I don't know how long we've been doing this for. I mean, less than 30 minutes, probably 30 minutes or so. We probably already got, I don't know, 7, 8 fish. It's not too bad of a deal. We're gonna get rigged up because we got marks on the screen. Get a shot, Mitch. Get a shot of that. All right, guys, so our basic rig breakdown for the spinner rig. You know, we're pulling leeches. I like pulling leeches a lot early in the summer. You know, kind of like this, basically late May until close to July period, and then I start running a lot more crawlers. You know, I always get questions on live bait, and basically I always say, like, early in the season, you're pretty much always using minnows. Early part of summer, I use a lot of leeches. Middle of summer, late summer, crawlers, and then into the fall, it's a lot more minnows for me. So, you know, that's the spinner rig right there, just a single rig. Typically when I'm running my leeches, I like that one single rig, nothing fancy there, just a bigger Northland spinner rig. And we actually left all the bigger bottom bouncers at home. You know, it's like a 4, 5, 6 foot snell here. And then basically for the depths we're fishing, I like running about 1.5 ounces. All we brought with was 3/4 1, so I did a little adaptation there, added some weight to get us down. But basically, you know, if you're fishing rock, it's super simple to do something like this. If you're not familiar with line depths or line length, stuff like that, you know, we're using line counters, spongy trolling rods, so we can replicate that pattern real easy. But if you don't have a line counter, basically what you want to do is let that thing out and basically, you know, close your bail and see where you start hitting bottom, and then just reel in a little bit. You know, you don't want that thing constantly, you don't want to see that tip constantly just boom, 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 hitting bottom. You want that thing just kind of every once in a while, if those fish are close to bottom, just ticking. I'll run these a lot of times for suspended fish too. A lot of guys like inline weights, but it doesn't seem to matter too much to me. Most of the lakes I fish, so a lot of times, you know, even if those fish are 3-4 feet up off bottom, I'll kind of wait to see where I'm hitting bottom. If I'm not sure what the line length is, then I'll basically just reel up a bunch until I start catching fish, and then just, you know, look at the line counter and replicate that each time. So that's the basic setup. Super simple, super easy to do, and we're catching a whole bunch of walleyes using that. All right, guys, just dropped that next bait back after we caught that last one, and immediately closed the bail, engaged it, was going to put it in the rod holder, and it got hit. I think it's another about the same size as the ones we've been catching, about 20 inch, but you guys can see how effective this is, you know, for covering a lot of this large water. You know, we kind of showed you a little bit of what we look for down there, you know, what the fish look like, all that good stuff. So a super easy pattern to come out here, especially if you're not sure where a lot of these big schools of fish are, and get on a whole bunch of this fish this time of year.